Would you believe that my 1-year-old granddaughter taught me once again more about Jesus? I'll tell you this story in a short while. Right now, I would just like to introduce myself. Hi, I am Salvacion Plasor ang tuwako, or Doc Baby, or simply Baby. And welcome once again to this Connecting the Dots channel, where I talk about stories, moments, insights, lessons, encounters that I call dots. And all these dots are connected to God. And I'm here to help you see God in every part of our life, in every aspect of our life, through these dots. Okay? And if you are interested in dots like this, then please click subscribe and also ring the bell so that you will be notified of new videos coming up. Thank you. So I'm really learning a lot from my granddaughter, because as I tell my friends, I am doing my apostolate. Apo is really the Filipino version for granddaughter or grandson. So we call them as Apo. And I am doing my apostolate most days of my life now. So I spend really most of my days with my granddaughter. Okay, and so uh, I am learning a lot from her. I hope she is also learning a lot from me in the process. Okay, so here is the story. My granddaughter, at her age of 1 plus something, loves throwing her toys around. She gathers them, transfers them, and then throws them around without any direction at all. So she will be looking at you and throwing like that, but uh, her toy would go to the back or to the sides. She does not really know yet how to throw uh, in a specific direction. But I always warn her not to throw things around because she might hurt herself, which happened once or twice, or she can hurt somebody else, and that means me or somebody else around her. And also that her toy might get broken because of this. Anyway, one day I was again watching her playing, and then here she was again, gathering her toys, transferring them, and then throwing them around. But at one point, uh, she aimed directly at my face. I don't really know if that was her aim, or as I said earlier, she would just throw things without any direction. So she was aiming at me, but then aiming at something, but then her target will be somewhere else. Okay, anyway, it hit me right on the face, and so it really hurt a little bit. It hurt a little bit. And so I looked at her with stern eyes, and she knew that she did something wrong. And when she knows that she did something wrong, she would always put down her face like this and then start to cry. That time she was trying to cry, but she couldn't muster some tears. Sometimes she is able to do so, but this time she was not able to muster some tears. So she just kept her head low like this. And so I called her. Come here. But she kept on just bowing her head. And instead of coming closer to me, she even transferred further. She walked farther. So I called her once again, and still she did not come to me. So she even moved further, and so she reached the part of her playroom where she has a kind of a corner, a reading corner. She stayed there and still kept her head low. And when I realized that she will not come to me, then I thought and paused for a while and asked myself, how would Jesus resolve this situation if he calls and that person will not come to him? And a thought flashed on my mind, and I realized that Jesus, in this kind of situation, will actually be the one to go to that person. So I did just that. I went to her and put my arms around her and just stayed there for moments, for a few minutes. Then I started kissing her and she started kissing me. And everything felt so light after that. She started to smile and I started to smile, and we just hugged each other. Then later, I was reminded of how Jesus pursues people. He really pursues people. He will not, he will not just stop calling once, but he will call in different ways. He did this to Peter, and then he showed this in his parable about the lost sheep and the lost coin, right? He will not abandon a lost sheep, and he will keep searching for a lost coin. In that parable, he mentioned in Luke 15, verses 3 to 10. And I will read it here. Okay? Luke 15, verses 3 to 10. So Jesus told them this parable. Who among you, having 100 sheep, and losing one of them, will not leave the 99 in the wilderness and seek the lost one till he finds it? And finding it, he will not joyfully carry it home on his shoulders? Then he will call his friends and neighbors together and say, celebrate with me, for I have found my lost sheep. I tell you, in the same way, there will be more rejoicing in heaven over one repentant sinner than over 99 decent people who do not need to repent. So he will look for us. Jesus will pursue us. And in that same chapter of Luke, he also told about the lost coin of a woman who kept on searching for it until it was found. I am really so uh, enlightened. I got to learn more about Jesus and how he would resolve a certain issue, or how he would act in a certain way given a certain situation. And in the case of my granddaughter, she really taught me that Jesus would come to us if we don't come to him after we are called. Jesus will just keep on pursuing us until the situation is resolved. Uh, I hope that I have been able to contribute by this little story to also your enlightenment about Jesus. God is really here in our lives. We just need to call on him. In that instance, I just needed to think about how he would react, how he would resolve a situation. Thank you for staying with me, and I hope that if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe and ring the bell so that you will be notified of new videos coming up. And I'll see you next time. Bye.